Earlier today, the head of the Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke, referred to the American economy as experiencing a sluggish recovery. He lives on a different planet. There has been no recovery. For 99% of the American people. The people you are leading in a new direction. I know that the idea of leading is scary. And you may not want to. But you're doing it anyway. And most of America is applauding you. Please remember with me. Every day that you persevere. You make it easier. For people across this country. Who used to feel alone. When they watched an economic system fall apart. They thought they didn't have anyone else who shared what they felt. You are making it possible for them to feel stronger, not alone, and that is changing this country. So, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Teachers like me across the nation are deeply grateful for what you are doing here. In all humility, let me plead with you about one important issue. There is a reality that is behind the concerns we all have. I mean the concern about the grotesque inequality that exists in this country. I mean the attack on the natural environment we all depend on. And I mean the fundamental corruption of our political system. The most important for me issue is that you and we have the courage to name and change the reality behind all of that. And by that, I hope it comes as no surprise. It is the economic system called capitalism. And let me explain what I mean. I mean the way we organize the production of the goods and services we all depend on. The way we do it now has failed and broken down.
The way we do it now has failed and broken down.
We have a system in which a tiny group of people,
We have a system in which a tiny group of people,
and they have names.
and they have names.
They're the major shareholders of all our corporations.
They're the major shareholders of all our corporations.
They're the boards of directors of the same corporation.
They're the boards of directors of the same corporations.
They make all the key decisions.
They make all the key decisions.
What to produce,
What to produce,
how to produce it,
how to produce it,
what to do with the products that come out,
what to do with the products that come out,
and how to dispose of the profits all of our labor creates.
and how to dispose of the profits all of our labor creates.
And we know what they do with it.
And we know what they do with it.
They give themselves obscene bonuses and salaries.
They give themselves obscene bonuses and salaries.
They move the jobs of Americans out of this country in order to make more money by exploiting workers abroad.
They move the jobs out of this country in order to...
Sorry. They use their profits to buy the political system.
They use their profits to buy the political system.
That's why America
That's why America
has the best democracy money can buy.
has the best democracy money can buy.
If we don't want
If we don't want
economic inequality,
economic inequality,
a destroyed natural environment,
a destroyed natural environment,
a corrupt politics,
a corrupt politics,
we cannot let our industries be organized this way.
we cannot let our industries be organized this way.
Imagine a new program.
Imagine a new program.
Imagine it was called Democracy at Work.
Imagine it was called Democracy at Work.
Here's what it means.
Here's what it means.
The workers who go to work every day,
The workers who go to work every day,
accompanied by rhythm,
accompanied by rhythm,
they ought to be the ones
they ought to be the ones
who make the decisions.
who make the decisions.
What to produce,
What to produce,
how to produce,
how to
and
produce,
what to do with the profits.
and what to do with the profits.
Then we would have
Then we would have
nothing like the inequality we have today.
nothing like the inequality we have today.
No jobs going out of the country and into people's lives.
No jobs going out of the country.
And the money would make politics serve us,
And money would make politics serve us.
not the rich who are the shareholders
Not the rich who are the shareholders
and the boards of directors.
and the boards of directors.
We could call this cooperation.
We could call this cooperation.
We could call it a co-op.
We could call it a co-op.
We could call it a democratic political and economic system.
We could call it a democratic political and economic system.
And when our enemies use words like socialism and communism, we should.
Socialism and communism.
Our answer is it's over.
It's over.
You can't shut us up
You can't shut us up
with language
with language
whose intent
whose intent
is to keep a broken system going.
is to keep a broken system going.